See you guys. Bye. All right, there they go. Those are my heroes right there. Walking out in the rain.
We're in Knoxville, Tennessee right now, and this morning was pretty stressful getting out. Ben and I had differing opinions as to when we should leave and how that should happen. Well, we ended up leaving around 10:30 a.m., which was, I thought, still pretty good. And we needed to dump all of our trash at this dumpster a little ways away. It was a bit like hell, actually, how I could imagine hell being, driving on that road for the first 50 miles because it was so windy. So I was starting to get sick. Rainier actually threw up, but we actually had a bag for him for that because we knew that he does that. But I feel good about the last 3 days. I'm ready to go home though. We want you to hear from each of the kids and what their experience was like feeding hikers for the past 3 days.
Okay, so sorry, it's a little windy out here. The last week, couple days has been really fun. I think for me, it was the most fun because like I was able to appreciate how much work people spent helping us, and it was really cool being on the other side helping hikers. We got a lot of help along the trail, and I know that really helped us get through a lot of hard times. Yeah, it was pretty cool, and it was some parts were stressful, but for the most part it was really fun.
Doing trail magic for I think we served no more than 100 people. It was really fun. I enjoyed every single minute and second of it. Like a lot of people might think like doing all that work would be hard and like not enjoyable. I really enjoyed it, just seeing the expression on those hikers and remembering what it was like to be them and just giving them advice on their future trail. It was really cool, and I'm really glad we did this. I enjoyed it a lot. And it was really cool like to see like both sides of it. Like, oh, I totally like, one guy was like, I remember I wanted to fill my water bottle up with Kool-Aid when Freshman was doing it. And I saw this one guy want to do it. I was like, yeah, you can fill it up as much as you want. And he was like, oh, thank you. And just a ton of moments like that in this trip was really, really cool.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. Oh!
Welcome to Kentucky.
Cammy, let's pass him. Come on. Look at that. It's a sign. Oh yeah, that's my favorite too.
We're back in Cincinnati, and we're doing a little Indian for dinner tonight, so that we don't have to think about it when we get back home. I think it's 7 o'clock. Okay, we are supposed to share about our experience with the trail magic this week.
For me, it was crazy going back to the AT. And then I also like being around hikers. I almost felt like we were hiking, but we weren't. And I also felt like super glad that we weren't. I was like so relieved.
Yeah, I kept on being like watching them unpack all their gear and like dry it all out and like prepare their bags for the next morning just like gave me like anxiety a little bit. I was like, whew, I'm so glad I don't have to do that. Like, I just remember
And like
the panic kind of.
giving food to them was a lot of fun.
Yeah, because we had so much food. We had prepared really well, I think. I think everything went so smoothly. I wasn't expecting it to go that smoothly. But we just like, take more food, we have it. Like they are like, oh, I want to save some for the other hikers. It's like, no, we have like enough for everyone. So it was just like, it was awesome. And Fresh Ground was there and that was so much fun being with him. I'm so glad he made it.
Yeah.
Especially because we got the biggest trail magic and the best trail magic from him. So like being there while we were giving trail magic was just like, I felt like everything came full circle in a way or something. We're gonna go eat some Indian food now.
By the way, if you're wondering where Memory is, she wanted to go to Chipotle, so she walked to Chipotle. One final errand. Oh, Firewood, I missed you. Oh, so nice to be home. We got some packages while we were away. Not this one. What is this? Why did they send us 2 of these books?
Uh-oh.
Did I order 2 on accident? Okay, this one I'm kind of excited about. It says Crawford Family Priority Express, which makes me a little nervous because it arrived 4 days ago. Maybe they mailed us ice cream or something and it's like...
No. I think it would be oozing out at this point.
Mama.
The Crawford Family.
Give me that.
No, hey!
Okay.
What do you see there?
Happy cookie.
That's right.
What?
Whoa.
Can I
Someone
see?
like drew that. That's pretty cool. Hand painted by Rebecca and Emily. Dear Crawford family, I found your vlogs a couple years ago through your birth videos. Recently I was watching one from a while back where you talked about how you enjoy receiving mail and people sending you things. So I thought I would send you a note and some of my favorite chocolate chip cookies. I am single and in my early 30s. Although the specific picture of family, husband, wife, kids doesn't apply to me, I have really appreciated learning from your family about relationships. And as you mentioned in different vlogs, relationships are always hard. It's encouraged me to fight more for the relationships I do have. I've been inspired by your family to start putting things on the schedule that I have been putting off.
That's cool.
Also making me think about things more and the why behind what we do. While the AT is not in my future vision, I would love to attempt the Wonderland Trail at some point, and your family has been an inspiration towards that. Wow, that's very cool. Whoa, thank you so much, Diane.
Yeah, thank you.
This is encouraging.
Oh man, it is so crazy being back home. Seems like we were gone for so long.
It was like 5 days.
When we were on the AT, I never told you this story, doing trail magic on the first day, this guy came up to me and he offered me 20 bucks. He was a hiker. And he goes, do you guys do this type of thing? Can I support you? And I was like, no man, like we're not taking donations. And I said, you know, last year when we were on trail, we had over 80 meals provided for us.
Yeah.
And like I shared with you guys yesterday, I don't really see it as like a giving back thing. Like it's just something we want to do. that I hope doesn't like expire once we've paid back the 80 meals or whatever. But when he gave me this 20 bucks, it like, I almost just started like crying. Like I was like tearing up because I didn't know how to explain to him like maybe I should have just taken it, but I didn't want to because I was like,
Yeah.
you don't know how much it means for us to be out here with you guys. And like you can't, like you don't need to pay me back for that. Like
Yeah.
it benefits us so much to be out here. I think when I started like tearing up, that's when I realized it was just like so hard to put into words. But when I think about accepting money for it, it's like, no, like, thank
Yeah.
you.
It's a hard thing because sometimes when you accept money from someone, it actually helps them.
Yeah.
Too.
I know, that's why I thought, well, I mean, I don't,
But I'm not saying there's
It's okay.
there's not a wrong or right.
but I think that's when I realized
Yeah,
how,
it's just-
how meaningful this experience was to me
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I think.
I just like loved being around hikers. You know, you guys saw this morning, we dropped those hikers off in the rain and we got back in our comfortable van and drove back and stopped at restaurants. And you know, there was something about hiking for us that was like saying no to comfort that is so hard to do in our culture. And every single one of those people out there is doing that this year. And I found
Yeah.
just for me to be around that again, like those are my people. Like people
Yeah.
that are willing to stick the middle finger up to comfort and be like, no, you don't own me. I'm out for something bigger.
But then the ironic thing about it is when they actually get comfort, which we try to provide for them, it means way more than if you get comfort 24/7 every day,
Yeah.
all day.
So cool. So this was a super valuable week for our family. We were talking about it with the kids in the car and hopefully you guys heard from them in this video, just what the experience meant to them. And as we're thinking about like how to vacation as a family or what's valuable as a getaway, I would say this week, I felt like we went into this week and whatever we experienced hanging out with hikers and being around people that are living off of nothing and happy and thankful for simple things like electricity and a hot tub or a shower or a towel. Yeah, hot tub. Did you go in the hot tub yesterday? Who did you go in the hot tub with?
Memory and hikers.
And the hikers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
I think our family was changed this
Well,
week.
it provided
No more cookies now. Okay,
an
we'll have ice cream soon.
It provided an environment sort of like the AT did, where everyone was needed and everyone had a job, and if we were working together, it actually went really, really well. And if everyone just did their job, it went really well. And we're able to see that the end product was being able to feed these hikers. So it was really cool for me to see all the kids and Ben and I, we each had a part in this. And we were actually a team working together to get something really cool done.
I think there's types of vacations that we've gone on where we try and relax, but we come back and we're basically the same. We've just like relaxed for a little bit, but you go right back into the grind. I feel like this type of vacation for us, or getaway, we come back and we like see the world differently. We come back changed.
Yeah.
And those are the most valuable kind for me. That's like what I want to plan more of. So, I mean, I don't like to plan too much in the future, but we're talking about like, oh, what if this was an annual thing now? And the kids were pumped about that. Especially like hanging out with Fresh Ground, like that was it was like this
fun.
double experience where it was like a reunion with a friend and then being able to do something cool and hang out with people that we can learn from and just remind us of where we've come from. What a week. Well guys, we have a lot to unpack here. You can just look around at our house. It's kind of a mess right now. One of the things that I was reminded of as we were kind of setting out goals this week of feeding hikers was, I was like, man, I don't want any hiker to pass here not getting fed. So that means we had to like show up at the earliest when the sun came up and not leave till the sun came down. But we missed hikers. You know, there was people that passed that we didn't catch. And there's always more hikers to feed. This is a reminder, our rest day from Friday night to Saturday night, we stop and remind ourselves that God loves us not because of anything we do or because we fed all the hikers or we got to every single person or every email or every piece of laundry, but just because of who we are. You know, even with doing something good like feeding people, it's possible to get my identity out of that. And I feel good when I do it, and then I feel kind of crappy if I'm not able to do it as well as I thought. So we're gonna take from tonight off to tomorrow night off, and just kind of regroup as a family and watch some movies tonight, eat some ice cream.
I'm looking forward to just relaxing.
Hey, you wanna come say Shabbat Shalom with us? Come here. All right, ready? So we'll see you guys on Monday. Shabbat Shalom. All right, you made it safe.